Let's begin with this truth. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of what the other person is ready for, capable of, or aligned with, right now. But I know it doesn't always feel that way. Even the most accomplished, self-aware women can find themselves wondering, what did I do wrong? Was I not enough? Did I misread everything? This internal spiral is common. But it's also where emotionally secure women rise differently. They pause. They breathe. And they remember. This moment hurts. But it will not undo me. Let me take you deeper now, into the psychology of why some women break under rejection, while others bloom. 1. They respond, they don't react. Emotionally secure women know the difference between a reaction and a response. Reactions are driven by the nervous system, fear, shame, panic. Responses come from the soul, calm, clarity, truth. So instead of sending a paragraph text at 1 a.m., instead of replaying his words in a loop, instead of venting to anyone who'll listen, she chooses space. She chooses to sit with the discomfort before turning it into dialogue. Because maturity means not weaponizing your pain. It means not letting temporary feelings dictate permanent decisions. 2. They stay loyal to themselves, even when someone else isn't. Here's something we don't say enough. You don't need someone to choose you, to prove you're worthy of being chosen. Emotionally secure women remain loyal to themselves. They don't abandon their needs, desires, or standards, just to keep someone near. Rejection may bruise the heart, but it doesn't break their bond with themselves. That's emotional loyalty. And it's sacred. 3. They let rejection clarify, not contaminate. Every rejection holds a message. Not about your flaws, but about your path. Ask yourself, did I abandon my intuition too early? Was I overextending emotionally? Did I give access to someone who hadn't earned trust? These questions aren't about blame. They're about clarity. Emotionally secure women use rejection like a mirror. Not to criticize themselves, but to see more clearly the kind of love they truly want. 4. They practice internal reparenting. This part is subtle, but powerful. Sometimes rejection awakens old wounds. Feeling invisible. Not chosen. Not safe. But emotionally mature women don't let their inner child take the wheel. They comfort her. They say, I see you. I know this feels familiar. But we're not that abandoned girl anymore. They parent themselves in the moment. They offer safety, from within. And that is what allows them to grieve with grace, not with collapse. 5. They resist the urge to prove, perform, or punish. Let's be honest, after rejection, there's often a powerful urge to do something. To post something. To send a message. To make them see what they lost. But emotionally secure women know. Dignity is louder than drama. They don't seek revenge or validation. They don't try to win the imaginary competition. Because they've already won the most important thing, self-respect. And nothing unsettles the emotionally unavailable more than a woman who refuses to beg. 6. They choose to stay open, even with a tender heart. This may be the hardest part. After you've been hurt. After you've been ghosted or overlooked. The safest choice is to close up. But the bravest choice is to keep your heart open, wisely. Emotionally secure women learn to stay soft without being naive. They develop discernment without becoming guarded. They set boundaries without losing warmth. Because they know. My capacity to love is my greatest strength, not my greatest risk. So if you're in the middle of a rejection right now, listen closely. This doesn't mean you're too much. This doesn't mean you're not lovable. This doesn't mean you have to start shrinking. It means you were brave enough to show up, and someone else wasn't ready to meet you there. That's not your flaw. That's your filter. Because rejection isn't rejection when you learn to see it as protection. Now I ask you, has there ever been a time when rejection led you back to your power? Or taught you something you didn't know you needed? Share it in the comments. You never know who you'll help by telling your story. And if this message landed in your heart, please like, subscribe, and share this video with another woman who's ready to hold her head high, no matter who walked away. Because remember, rejection can sting, but it can also shape you into someone softer, stronger, and more self-loving than you've ever been before. And that woman, she doesn't wait to be chosen. She chooses herself every single time.